Welcome to the House of Kittens, everyone. This is Phuket, and today we are playing Clock Tower. So this is the PS1 version, and it is actually the sequel to the first Sphere that we played 2 years ago. And as far as I remember, I didn't do a good job at getting a good ending, so the dialogue and prologue here might be a little bit awkward, because Jennifer is alive in this one. Alright, so we'll see where it goes from here. Even though I know, because I've already played through this, due to my frustration. So we get this Gigas cutscene.
Professor Barton? Professor Barton? Professor Barton? What on earth are you doing, Professor? You mustn't hypnotize her like this. She's not ready to remember the murders yet.
Helen, the Clock Tower murders are fascinating research material for me. I must know the truth of what happened.
She can't take any more of this today, Professor. I'm taking her home.
Okay.
All right. But remember one thing, Helen. You may be her guardian, but you are also my assistant.
Yes, Professor.
Alright, so I think the scenarios are just random, but you do play as either Jennifer or Helen, and for my case, I've been playing as Helen, so I don't know if I'm going to be playing as Jennifer in this one. But we'll go ahead and find out. Just run through all this real quick. A giant pair of scissors is on the table. They're a replica of the scissors used by the murderer. And the clock tower case. These are like the weapon he used to slash up his victims. And we'll go ahead and look at this because I won't be able to open the door until then. The Clock Tower murders. The mass murder of over 10 victims in this case. How intriguing. Jennifer Simpson, the only two survivor. I have to get information out of her for future profiling materials. And we'll go ahead and go. I have to interact with a couple things here before I can go through the next door. Lately, I've been doing mostly criminal psychology research. The staff is still here. They really should just put one word in just one line. Just makes it faster to read. A statue. It is cold. One of the items found at the scene of the Clock Tower murders. It seems to be hiding some sort of secret. It would be a good idea to get an expert's opinion on this. So go ahead and talk to whoever this chick is. Beth. Professor, Helen left a few minutes ago and she looked really angry. You know, Helen and Jennifer are really beginning to look like sisters. Aren't they? I guess that's what happens when you live together. One mustn't let their personal feelings get in the way. Jennifer is nothing more than another research subject. Yes, you're right. And we'll go ahead and move on. Oh, that really is a mass. At first I thought that was like a bird's nest. I'm starting to see the resemblance. Scissor Man's rubber mask. A kind sold in cheap novelty shops and seemed to be fairly popular. People certainly buy stupid things. Yes, indeed. Professor, a newspaper reporter is here. Did you have an appointment for the interview? It's about the Clock Tower murders, isn't it? Huh, I guess they want to sensationalize this Scissor Man who really doesn't even exist. Scissor Man, it'd be cool if he were real. Huh? Just a joke. Okay. Now we had to interact with this. Harris' desk. Clipped out articles of the Clock Tower story are scattered about. Seems Harris has gone somewhere. So now we can go ahead and go through the door. I don't remember who Harris is. We'll go ahead and find out later on. I don't know, hopefully we'll play as Jennifer because I don't know anything about her storyline. All I know is Helen, so... You know, it's just gonna be a non-blind playthrough if we play as her again. Now we have to go to the first floor and talk to the people that want to interview me. Yeah, I'm doing all this on a keyboard. I can't use my actual mouse because this is actually all controlled with the keyboard only. I could perhaps hook up my PlayStation controller. Oh, Professor. I am the one who called you from the Oslo Weekly News. My name is Nolan Campbell. And this is Tim, my cameraman. It's a pleasure. I'm a bit busy. Please keep it brief. And we have to interact with them. Then I'll get right to the point. Have you been able to figure out who the murderer is? I can't say anything for sure yet because the victim's testimony lacks credibility. Oh, do you mean the victim that's testifying? That'd be Jennifer Simpson, wouldn't it? Yes, but what about her? Oh, nothing really. It's just that we saw her leaving a few minutes ago. And since we'd run into her, we asked for an interview, but she refused. He just said her testimony lacked credibility. I know what you were going to say. That monster she was talking about, the Scissor Man. Whether he really exists or not. That's it, that's right. That is what our readers want to know. Because the existence of the Scissor Man has become a symbol of terror among youngsters. Yes, and that's because trashy gossip magazines like yours have sensationalized the whole thing. Ouch, that hurts. Not much I can say that, there's there. Well, let's start from the conclusion. It's fact that there was a murderer who used a giant pair of scissors as his murder weapon. But that doesn't make him into an immortal monster. We're just dealing with some odd screwball. But what about what she said? She was scared. She thought she saw something. Oh, I see, but... Okay, that's it. Interview's over. There's something I must be attending to. Ah, well, okay, I understand. Thank you very much. Sorry I couldn't be as much of a help as you'd hope. Alright. I had to get back to the lab. I'm expecting another survivor of the clock tower. Murders. He's supposed to be a young boy about 10 years old. And he is dressed up just like the Barrows character from the first few, so... My prediction is that he is the main enemy of this game, but I'm not too sure. Yes, I know these whole dialogues are a little bit tedious, but it does paramount to the whole storyline, because the first few, everything, like, escalated quickly. Like, everything just fell apart in just 60 seconds. So it's nice to have this, like, little bit of a story here in this game. Alright, so I have to go back here and go back into the therapy room. I'll go ahead and talk to whoever this guy's name is. Is this Harris? Professor, the boy that survived the clock tower. Murderers is here. Oh, has he arrived already? Yes, he's waiting in the therapy room. And I have to go interact with the statue. Oh, that's right. I still need to get an expert opinion on this statue. I should probably ask Professor Sullivan, the head librarian at the Metropolitan Library. Yes, but there was an old butler at the Barrows mansion named Rick. I'll show it to him first to see if he knows anything. I'm pretty sure he lives in the suburbs. I could ask Harris to show it to him. Yes, we will indeed show it to him. So I will ask Harris to show it. Harris, would you take the statue and show it to a man named Rick? Is that the statue that was at the scene of the murders? Yes, it is. Would you ask him if he knows anything about it? Yes, I'll go and ask him on my way home. This evening. Very good, thank you. Alright. Okay, that's that. Should probably go to the therapy room. Yep. Now we'll go ahead and meet the character. The 10-year-old boy. Thank you very much for coming. Yeah, see, just based on how he's dressed, like, it's a dead giveaway that he has to be the antagonist. Or the killer, you know. I am Edward's guardian. Edward? I thought he completely lost his memory. From the shock. Does he remember his name? No, I call him Edward because not having a name to go by makes things very difficult. Antisocial, I see. Now, since this is our first day, will you answer some simple questions for me? Okay, Edward? Now, I want you to honestly tell me everything. You remember what happened? Yes. Well, let's get started. Alright, let's see whose scenario we play as. I don't have a memory card because this emulator doesn't count this PC as a memory card. Okay, let's get out of this, please. Okay, we play as Helen again, so I know exactly what to do in this part. You said your hard drive crashed? That's too bad. Yes, I lost all of this morning's data. I hope I can get it fixed sometime today, otherwise I won't get my dissertation done on time. Don't worry, when Danny gets back, I'm sure he'll be able to help you. You're probably right. In the meantime, I'm going to step out for a bit. Would you ask Denny for me, please? Sure, see you later. Alright, so far so good. Let's go ahead and, I guess, go to the police station. I think that's where I'm supposed to go, and then I go back. I forgot this name. Gautz. Assistant Inspector Gautz. The person in charge of the clock tower case is here. Well, hey, Teach. Got some new info? No, have you got any leads? Nope, nothing. That old geezer of yours, he ain't coming clean. Do you mean Professor Barton? Yeah, that's him. He said there ain't nothing straight about the case. Yes, that sounds like Professor Barton. What about that little cutie? Jennifer? She's still having nightmares. Occasionally. I ain't surprised. She was almost slashed up, too, wasn't she? Well, let me know if you learned something. Okay, bye. Well, that was an awkward conversation. Let's go ahead and I think we'll go back to the house. The campus house where I live. Jennifer should probably be getting home soon. University staff housing. Alright. Jennifer's gone somewhere. I wonder if she's found a boyfriend? Why is that your only suggestion? Out of all things. Gonna go back to the research. Just another breath or two of fresh air. Okay, so I guess I have to go around. Nora entered. Oh yeah, Edward's here, so we have to go talk to them. They're here. Oh, Helen. How is it going? Any results from Professor Barton's therapy? No, but we can't give up hope. Sometimes something will jog one's memory. Yes. Will you be staying here long? Mr. Barton also thought it was a good idea. We plan to stay here for a while. Oh, really? Well, hang in there, Edward. Yes, Miss Maxwell. I didn't realize it was this late, so now I can go ahead and go back. Well, I should get home and work on my dissertation. Alright. 3 o'clock right now. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to... Forgot this dude's name. Danny. Oh, Miss Maxwell. I replaced your hard drive. Thanks, that's a big help. I'm going down to lounge for a short nap. What are you going to do? We will all be going home soon. Oh, okay. Well, no need to lock up. Okay. You sure about that? Scenario 1, Helen Maxwell. Alright, so this would be Rose? I think that's her name. Is that you, Baker? Oh, it's you, Helen. Baker's still in the lab. Rose, are you seeing Baker again here? Yes, sort of. Well, no matter how late it is, remember, don't use the university as a motel. Let me sleep a little longer until Baker comes. Alright. Go ahead and shut off the lights. I think I can do that right now. Yep, so this is gonna lead up to a predicament. I'll take a quick cat nap and then work on my report. Yeah, so far, part 1's just been mostly story. Not much suspense so far, but it's getting there. Now we can get up. You've had your cat nap already. Alright, I'll just interact with it right here. Well, now who is it? Yeah, who is this geezer? Oh, he's not a geezer. How does that even happen? How do you make him stand up like that? Alright, so I'm simply just gonna go through the door. Why are you just standing there? I swear, Clock Tower is like the most trolling of horror games of all time. And you can only do this twice. You can't hide in the same place 3 times or else he's gonna eventually figure out where you are. I've done that. Hid in the same place like 3 times. He figured out I was in the bathroom. So yeah, AI is a bit smart. But you can still stultify this Scissor Man just by interacting with doors because he tends to just unspawn. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and look for... I know there's a storage key that I need to find. I also want to read a couple of things since I didn't get to read them last time. Okay, I definitely need to be here. Out here should be some pliers. I don't know if it's this desk. There are some tools here. This might be useful. It's pliers. Yeah, let's go. There was a neat cutscene to this where, you know, the Scissor Man just pops up, and as he's walking through, like, all the computers just turn on and say kill. Yeah, that was pretty neat. So we'll go ahead and go down. He's not quite the intimidating character. Just because, you know, he can just unspawn. With this being point and click, they don't just continue following through, they just spawn at different locations. Sometimes the Scissor Man does pop up around here, so be fully aware of it all. Go ahead and interact with this since I didn't do it last time. A copier with the built-in something, the power is out here too. The building is completely cut off from the outside. Okay, so that's not interactable, except there's a flashlight in here, I just remembered. Not sure how useful that'll be out here. I already know this map pretty well, so I can say that the map, like the flashlight is worthless in this area, but it might be useful for other areas later on. Alright, let's get out of here. Now, let's see if you can interact with the phone here. Oh, you can.
Hello, police department.
There's been a murder. Come, quickly, please.
Please relax, ma'am. Did you see the murderer?
He's the one with the giant scissors. Scissor Man. You've heard of him, haven't you?
If this is a prank phone call...
Wait!
Come on now. They didn't even give me any reasoning. I always had an antipathy for the police. They were never any help. So they're completely on standby, but they just think that we're pranking here. You know, at least show some concern, because I did call. You could at least send some cops in my way, just to see if I'm safe or not. But you know, all in one, the results are just me being a prank. Yeah, I've noticed like all the other telephones are dead, but that one wasn't dead. So that was kind of odd. I thought the power was out. Excuse? It's like you were in like... Alright, so this is for... storage key. I think there's a dead body behind here. Let me go ahead and look at it. Just for the fun of it. Even though I'm already aware of it. Yep, sounds like there's water dripping. It looks like a zombie. Let's interact with this for fun. Even though we already know the security's dead. Now security will surely come. If I can somehow stay alive until then. Yep, you'll stay alive. We're gonna be done with this in just a few minutes, because I do have all the items that I need to escape. Just trying to build some more thrill. And I'm most certain that Scissor Man will pop up in this area. Right in this here. Yep. You don't surprise me. So just hide in the bathroom again. Shouldn't be an issue. Alright. Wait for the music to end, and then my cue would... Excuse me? He knew! But this is the only second time I've done it. It's usually 3. Oh, that is no fair. We'll just go through. As I said, I can stultify this killer. He's just gonna spawn to like a different location. I can run this way. Oh, he's in that area, so be sure to turn back. But you know, I can just go through here and then go back in. Because he's not following through, as I said. So now I can go back. I'm gonna go into the storage room. Because I think you can hide in there. I think it's a box. And should be the end very soon. At least I'm making some good progress with Clock Tower so far. I tend to be bad with this game. I know it looks like I'm like a professional with all these horror games, but Clock Tower is like, I've done the worst on. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get these pliers and open this up. It worked. And now we need to get the key and interact with it. It's open. Let's go. I gotta get to my car and fast. Yeah, quit stalling. Just exacerbating here. And I think that's the end of the scenario. It is. We've cleared it. So I'll do the next scenario in another playthrough. Right now, today is December 30th, and tomorrow is my birthday. New Year's Eve, so I guess I'm going to try to get a vlog out after this video. Hopefully you guys enjoy this playthrough of Clock Tower for the PlayStation 1, and I'll see you guys in another part of this. Stay awesome, kid saviors.